Hi, everyone. Allow me to introduce myself. I am a woman, a Black woman. In the city of Memphis, I was born and raised. My name, Janeen Gordon. You may have heard of me. I am on WMC Action News 5 weekday mornings, and I bring you your traffic updates, and I also am the host of Bluff City Life. But more importantly, I am a Black woman who lives here in Memphis, Tennessee, who was diagnosed with breast cancer more than 3.5 years ago. And I know many of you watching this, you may have a friend who was just diagnosed recently. You may have a sister, a mother who lost that battle with breast cancer, or you yourself, you may continue the fight against this disease. And it's not always deadly, but it's about knowing your body. It's about knowing who you are really inside and out. And I say that because I was that woman who was busy. Man, I had work, I had life, I had a lot of fun going on. And then I had a parent who was in the hospital, and I ignored some of those signs for my body. I was tired, and guess what I did? I blamed it on, honey, just a woman, tired. That comes with the territory. But it was more to that. And there was a woman on the phone who called me several times to get my mammogram. And you know what I continued to tell her? I'll call you back. I don't have time. Okay, I'll call you back. And the third time I did that, you know what she said to me? No, ma'am, you will not call me back. You're going to come in for that mammogram. And I wish I could remember her name because I want to hug her and say, you saved my life. I am the first woman in my family to be diagnosed with breast cancer. And it was a few days before my birthday that I heard those words after I had gone in for that mammogram. And listen, it is a few minutes of maybe uncomfortable feeling that you will have. Just a few minutes that they put those breasts in the mammograms, the tatas, the girls, whatever you want to call them. But they put it in there and they get that picture and they say, hold your breath. And I'm like, whew, okay, you can breathe. And then they do the other side. And guess what? You're done, just like that. But it's that moment where you sit there and you say, I wonder, nah, not me. And then I got the call. Janeen, you have breast cancer. And after the tears dried up and I called my mom and my daddy and we all cried together, I said, okay, you picked the right one. It is time to fight. And for the phone calls that I received, the cards that I received at work, the prayers that I received from those that I've never met, to the ladies who would stop me in Kroger, Walgreens. Baby, I'm a 12-year survivor. I'm a 30-year survivor. I just started the battle and I say, you know what? If I could have picked any group to be a part of, any disease to fight, I would pick breast cancer all over again, because this sisterhood that tells you you can do it, you got this. Oh my, I've seen nothing like it in my lifetime. I'm a little old. You see these gray hairs, they coming out. And that's the stress. Nothing is easy in life. And I continue to hear that. My great grandmother told me that over and over and over. Nothing is easy, but it sure in the hell is worth fighting for. Your life, your co-worker's life, your church member's life. It's worth fighting for. That's why we are out here and we are saying we're going to raise money. We're going to continue to fight. We're going to make sure you get those mammograms. We're going to make sure you listen to your body. It's not just about being tired. Sometimes you want to raise those arms up and you don't want to do anything. But sometimes you can do that self-exam and you can say, something is not right here. Let me pick up that phone. Let me call my doctor. You can do telehealth these days with the pandemic going on, okay? You don't have an excuse. I go to the beauty shop. I say to my hairstylist, everybody had a mammogram today? And when I get a no, guess what? Before the pandemic, I walk up and say, why not? Come on, let's do this together. I'll go with you. There are resources in this community that will help you get your mammogram. If you don't have insurance, there are resources available. There is absolutely no excuse. And listen, I had a lot of family members that prayed. I had my faith that kept me going. And I had this community that wrapped their arms around me. But I also had a phenomenal team of doctors and nurses who sat there. I had options. I could have said, take them both off. I'm done with it. I don't even want to have the opportunity to go through this again. My doctor said, it's your choice, Janeen. And that's what it was about. We sat down, we came up with a plan. I was presented with all the information available, new technology that's out there, new medicines that were out there. It was all given to me so that I could make that decision that would work best for me and my body. And I did it. I did it, but I was prepared for what could also happen. So I prepared myself if I needed chemo. I went out and I searched wigs and I talked to my hairstylist. I was ready. I had a plan A, a plan B, and guess what? I also had a plan C. That's what it's about when you're fighting this thing. Breast cancer is not a death sentence for all of us. That's why research is vital to making sure you know what is going on. And I say this from the bottom of my heart. We're sisters in this thing. And it's not always pretty. You know, when I was home recovering after my surgery and I had this device that was sticking out of me that kind of reminded me of like an octopus with all these little tentacles and everything. And they said you can't take a shower, and I couldn't sleep on my left side. And I was so uncomfortable, and the pain sometimes got me, and I cried. And then I said, thank you, God, because I had to stay positive. And it's okay to get down. It's all right. It's okay to say, whew, today is not a good day. Pick up the phone, call somebody. And if you can't call anybody, I can give you my number. You can call me, because we're in this together. So you'll have those days. But guess what? I smiled even through the pain, even through the fact that I said, ooh, it's burning, it's tingling. I just don't know what to do. It's itching now. And I couldn't take a shower. It's amazing the things that we as women, we can get through. You heard that. Women are strong. You know that? From my mother to my grandmother to my great-grandmother to my great-great-grandmother. We're strong. And we get through things. Yeah, a few bumps. Yeah, a few hurdles. Yeah, a few slowdowns, a few setbacks. But then we rise up again. You know what Maya said. I rise up, and you keep on walking. You keep on talking. You keep on extending that invitation to a sister who doesn't feel good. I shared my story on Facebook with so many people, and it made me feel good, because sometimes you want to go through some things by yourself. But I have an obligation as a public figure for you to see what I'm going through so that you can feel a little bit better, so that you can help the next young lady to get through this. I was in my 40s when I was diagnosed, but I've met a few women in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s who were diagnosed with breast cancer. They're still here. We're fighting, and I want us to continue to fight. Remember, you're here in Memphis, Tennessee, where resources are available for you to get those mammograms and know your body. It's a team. We're family. Whenever you need me, I'm always a Facebook message or a phone call away. 901-515-6592. And I mean it. Send me a text message. Call me. If you need somebody and you don't want to tell the next person, tell a stranger. I hope I won't be a stranger after this, though. Thank you all. I love you, ladies. And remember, get those mammograms. 1, 2, you got to hold on to them. You can also let them go. So for those ladies who have decided to let them go, it's okay. You still look good, my friends. You still look good. A few scars and a few battles that you'll go through, but you're still standing. You can still smile, and you can get out there and say, we're in this together. I love you all. Thank you.